Good to be back. It's been a hell of a week. First full week of with my students and stuff. It's exhausting to say the least. And let's just leave it there. And happy that I'm deep air conditioning and shit's ready to go here. So let's get stuck in. So this is one of those special Fridays where the building that I'm in is a yo Francisco. What's up? Yeah, today is one of those art gallery days where they open up the art gallery upstairs and a bunch of hey Ian, what's going on? Yeah, a bunch of hoity-toities wander around with like hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and it's like, I don't know. I don't like going up there because I just don't generally like relate to those people. It's always very, I don't know. It's like it's all like everybody just seems so like stuck up. And it's a real bummer. And I'm sure they're not, and I'm sure part of that is me projecting, all over the place, but there's always that chance where people will wander around and come down here, so I'm hoping to have the doors open and have some modular, loopy, generative thing going. So I think the first thing we should do is pick a key. I think that would be a good idea. Budget curve for Let's see. I don't know. I feel like I avoid C just because, but maybe that's a stupid reason. Don't play in the key of C just because it's a C. It's not a good reason to do anything. So let's go with like C minor. I feel like that's always a good hit. As far as D flat minor, could do that. That's just going to make all of my chords and stuff exactly the same. And you could do it easily by just tuning all of your oscillators up a half step. So, oh. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. D flat minor. There we are. We're doing it. Okay. How do we do it though? How we do it? Let's see here. Spread, first of all. Are we on a scale? What kind of scale? We are on a major scale. You would like a C minor. Actually, I think I am going to stick in C minor. Because I do want to use the, I do want to use marbles for some stuff today. Yeah, there's no sound from the modular yet. But you should hear my voice, I would assume. If you do not hear my voice, then it's on your end, and it's not on my end. Okay. Clock. No clock. No clock. Let's not use a clock in the marbles. All right. Let's just fire up marbles then. T1, that's going to trigger the strum or rings. X1 is the volt per octave. And we're going to quickly just loop that guy right over to the Morpheus filter. Yeah, I haven't done anything with the synth yet, so I need to I need to pound more energy drink. Like, stuff is delicious though. Monster peach Sugar-free. Peachy keen. So yummy. It tastes like those, you know, gummy peach rings, like the candies. I haven't had them in, like, years, but they're so yummy. Okay, what do we got? Nothing. I did an experiment, by the way. I hooked the straight clock from the data, and then I hooked the clock going out of the mux slicer, and I put them side by side. And I think I tweaked the clock offset in the data so that the mux slicer will actually run in time with everything, which is kind of cool. It wasn't really doing that before. Hi, do we have anything? Do you exist? Are we here? Oh, there it is. All right, spread, steps. Let's turn the rate up temporarily just to adjust the patch. Sounds like a C to me. Oh, jitter is on. That's why. I actually rather like that. This is a filter model called More Peaks. When you crank up the morph and the transform is all the way up, but it gives you like these spiky like resonance peaks, but it's also rolling off the low end. And frankly, I think for rings, that's a good idea. I love that like temple bell sound. It's really cool. Marbles, man. Marbles is such a great module. It's just so good. It's like your drum sequencer, it's your random voltage generator, it's your Turing machine, it's a 3-channel sequencer, it can even be your clock. I mean, like, it's just so good. I rather like that. That's really neat. But we do need to maybe modulate the brightness a little bit. Yeah. Go kind of mellow to harsh in that realm somewhere. And then probably do the same thing for the damping. A similar modulation curve. Coming from the ADAC 506 stochastic function generator. Yo, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle, settle. Oh, we gotta turn the damping now, that's why. There. Alright. I think a base drone would be a good idea also. So, let me fire up some notes. These are just gonna be notes. So, C... Right, well, first of all, clear everything. Bam, reset. Start everything on C3 here. And then we're gonna go A flat, low G, C2, F, E flat, and then another C2 mix, and another C3? Maybe a higher G. Okay, and then the gate. We'll turn the gate on all of these, but here's where the fun stuff starts. We're going to go length forward random. We're going to put it at random. We're going to make the length of each of these 32 whole notes. No, we're not. Just kidding. 4, though. 4 might be good. So, like, 1 measure each. Okay, but chance type, chance operations. So this is going to be basically a 75% probability that the steps are going to be rests. Okay, so the base is only going to come in every once in a great while. You know what would be an interesting idea? The interesting idea I was thinking of was to use the vector to drive the Model D. But the cool thing is, we could actually use MIDI, and then we could free up a vector track if we did that. So if I went to MIDI output 2 here, and yanked the MIDI cable out of my drum brute, unceremoniously, as they always say, because you always need a ceremony to pull a cable out. Okay. Rings, you're cool. We love you. Don't change a thing, baby. Can I, like... Now let's just, I'm just gonna go to a different part. Let's say part 3. We're gonna unmute it, but I need to go in and do some weird stuff here with the outputs and stuff. Global. Okay, so sync, the tuning, yeah. MISC. MIDI 2 is on. Okay, it's not in there. Okay, parts. Part 1, cool. Part 2, part 3. Length 16, type mono. Okay. But there is a way to... There, the routings. CV1. CV out 1 and 2. MIDI out 1 is into drums. MIDI out 2 is in part 3. Okay, there we go. So now, if I go back... Part 3, orange, mono, type. It's like grayed out. That's really weird. It's really annoying. Kind of hate it. Length. Okay, so is it going to work? This is the question. Same thing here. Can we clear this whole... God damn. Can we clear this entire part, first of all? Let me set up a part on this thing. I'll do basically the exact same thing I just did. A flat, B flat, G, low C, high G. How about a low E flat also? Okay. Gate on. Chance operations. Crank them really far up. Okay, so now the MIDI out should be going to that guy. It should be good to go. Now we're going to have to tune this bitch. Because it's like that. Because it's kind of an asshole that way. Analog. Needs tuning. I have my small system at school, and one of the band teachers, I was actually in there setting up a little patch the other day. I like to set up these generative patches so my students... Well, that sounds great. That sounds perfect. Thanks. What happens then if I just hit play? Working. Kind of. Control. Direction. Random. Rate. 4 whole notes. Okay. But I'm getting, like, nothing. Right? Getting nothing? Okay, it's the chance probabilities right now. I'm going to turn that down so that it actually plays. You know, playing notes is a useful thing sometimes for a sequencer to do. There we are. There it is! It's not very loud, is it? I wonder if the phone's output has any more beef than that, because that's kind of weird. Nope, the phone's output seems to be not functioning. Got something at least. There we are. There's a B flat, and then a C. Okay, so the C2s are a little bit low. Sounds a little bit sharp to me. Just a tad bit sharp. Okay. I'm gonna have to bust out my tuner here and do this the old-fashioned way, so I apologize for that in advance. This is gonna be sort of annoying, and so you might want to turn off monitors, speakers, whatever. You've got stuff cranking right now. Oh, look at that shit. Shit be nailed. Hell yeah. Okay, so now what about the other oscillators? Okay, that's oscillator 2. Here's oscillator 3. See, oscillator 3 is a little out. There it is. Nailed. Now, just a tiny little tap of the tuning knobs. Just literally, I just tap my fingers. And we get a little swishy, little niceness. And then we get 3 oscillators worth. Well, I think it's only appropriate to throw some slow. See, that ain't gonna reach. You know what? Let's route it like around the outside here. Throw some sloths action. Oh, come on. Just give me a friggin' cable already. Big cable. Not even gonna reach. Yeah, it'll reach. Filter. Cutoff CV. That's what we're looking for. One of these needs to be down low. Put this on a triangle wave. 16 feet for that one. I don't like that tuning thing. Sloth's doing the work there. Okay. So that's not bad for a base drone. We'll turn up the attack and decay times a little bit more even. Yeah, they need to be up more. Okay, chance again. Chance type. Yep. Probability. Cranking that sucker up. I want to check something. Same thing. Check the tuning if it's particular. It doesn't help me. It's not picking up the fundamental, like, at all. It sounds kind of like it's kind of sharp. Okay, I think that's gonna probably do it. Okay. Tuning, man! Tuning is annoying. Okay, as long as we're working with marbles, let's fire up some more marbles. I hope these fucking things are in tune. It's so hard to tell with rings. It's so hard to get rings in tune. And it makes it worse when it's this little nano rings that's tiny with its itty-bitty knobs and shit. You can actually get slipcover knobs that fit over those little trim pot knobs. That I was thinking, just get one for the tuning knob. Like, that would actually make things a hell of a lot easier. Okay. This is what I'm listening for, by the way. If I'm stopping and sitting here, it's like because I really want to make sure that the bass is in tune. Because the Model D, you know, Model D don't like no tuning. Unless you have a MIDI keyboard hooked up to it, and then it's easy. It's just like, oh, play an A, turn on the A440, done. Which is nice that this thing has an A440. See, that sounds sharp. And it might be drifting, because I just turned it on, so... Might. It's definitely drifting. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I got my bass drone. Got my rings patch. Let's turn that off. We'll keep the bass drone going. Yeah, even longer attack. How long can your envelopes get? Answer is yes. What's next? Marbles. Oh, we gonna use ourselves little marbles. How about some marbles into... No, I want to make a multi-patch thing with the chainsaw. So I was like, let's use the chainsaw. Yeah. Let's not. Let's run its output to Kato. Everyone loves the man Kato. By everyone, me. I, the man Kato. Green guy there. There. We're gonna put a green guy. Put a 12 dB. Kind of relaxed on that. Okay, so this thing is sharp compared to what I just had. There it is. That's in tune. Good. Okay, it's weird that I'm not getting any pitch variations. Oh, it's because I have them plugged into the wrong place like a frickin' noob. Huh. Way too much. Okay. Now these guys, this is all going to be slowed down. And we're going to add large amounts of jitter to the clock. I.e. all of the jitter. Yeah, when I have that patch thing at school going, they, especially the younger kids, they're totally fascinated. So I don't. One of these days, if it's just a fun, weird day, I'm just gonna build a patch for them and be like, "Hey, here's what we do." But the more I play with that system, the more I realize what I need to do with it. I'm gonna pull the neutron out. I'm gonna buy a couple of oscillators. Gonna buy a couple of filters. It's just not flexible enough when it's in that semi-modular format. Because it adds randomness. So instead of a regular clock, it's gonna give you like it's just spazzy. So like at a higher rate like this, all the jitter. So you see what like it's just like it's very very spazzy, but it's also really hard to build a patch with that shit going. So I want to make sure I have this like set and ready and tweaked. Speaking of which, I want to throw sloths directly into the Mankato. Yeah, I mean, jitter is jitter. You know, if you're talking like tape jitter, that was a bad thing. And yet now it's like sought after. You throw it into a tape emulation, it's just the speed of the tape being inconsistent. Or even like on a turntable, you get that kind of thing. It's kind of annoying to me that I can't, that I can't turn this thing, like the level of the Model D up anymore. Oh, that E flat. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my god. Also gate length. Is it all the way up? Yeah, it is. Okay. These guys, I'm gonna turn their amplitudes down a little bit. No, I'm gonna leave them up, but I'm gonna turn down this. It's brightness and it's damping. Okay. Rings. You always sound so nice. Even though sometimes I hate you. I utterly, utterly loathe you. Loathe and detest you. How dare you exist? Wait, what? Who? What? I have an idea. You know what I wanted to do was play a little bit with the 4MS dude here. And we can actually just kind of use it to generate chords. This could be our polyphonic background track, which would be sort of friggin' cool as fuck. God, I turned on a YouTube video for my 6th graders today, and it was because the first thing that pops up. So I have a login that I use at school, which is not my normal, you know, me login. And the first thing that pops up is a picture of one of my modular streams with my face on it. And so they immediately see it. And that's not common, right? Like, I don't really, you know, stick my face in the camera, you know. And it was this camera view, like that. And so they instantly recognized me. And they're like, oh, that's your channel. Oh, no. And I'm just like, oh, no. I had to give him a lecture. I had to tell him, like, if you come in to my channel and act like an idiot, I'm going to ban you. And I imagine I could probably pull some strings and get them banned on YouTube from their Chromebooks permanently, which would be friggin' hilarious. But anyways, yeah, it's just, god damn it, new crop of kids. More of that shit is gonna happen. It's gonna pop up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, now Why is it only in the left ear? What's going on? Oh, that's why. Alright, we need to do a little listening here, because you can put this thing in a completely different scale. So, fifths. Right? So there's our fifths. Major chords. Minor chords. Minor sus4. That's really cool. Some really cool shit in here. Like fully diminished. But then obviously we've got, you know, FM. See, you feel me here? Yeah? So that's FM. Here's the warp setting. On the wave folder. And then Cheb. So chords, right? Segmenting in here. Bring out those high harmonics. It's like distorted pipe organ now. This is bit crushing. So there's a lot of tonal variation in this, if you take the time to play with it. And then you can detune the oscillators. Give it like a super saw or super sine or a lot of stuff. Like that's a cool sound right there. Throw some reverb and delay on it. Yeah, when I first started using that thing, I was like, fucking thing sounds like a pipe organ. I'm like, that's novel. It's neat. But no. But you got to play with it, and I have not taken enough time. I've taken enough time to realize that there's coolness there. That's for sure. Okay, now we crank some resonance up. Now, I am wondering, can I make that thing change chords as well? I think I can. I can just give it a separate 1 volt per octave signal. And then, honestly, that would be better like that. No, I kind of don't like that. Alright, let's do something completely different. Let's not even use marbles on that thing. Step 1 is going to be to put a couple of the channels of the stochastic function generator, random slow-moving envelopes, into each side of the FM of that filter. That's going to be fun. There. And they should just drift now at their own independent rates, left and right. Oh, we could put this in a bandpass, too. Bandpass sounds so nice. Okay, and then what we need is a slow modulation source probably hitting a quantizer. So... But shit, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna need to change the frickin' scale also. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be very tricky. I don't think I can do it well. No. I can. I can use the vector. Oh shit, this is gonna be a bitch. Okay. So here's what we need to do. I need to send a 1 volt per octave signal. Okay, let's just fucking wire it up. Let's not use red. There's too much red. There's too much red in this damn place. Even though the rest of the patch is red. I guess we'll continue with red. And that's the last red we'll use. And there'll be no more red for any red to red with. No, what I want to do, though, is send a separate signal to control the scale. And all I want to do is, like, whenever it plays, like, an A flat, I want it to go to major. I did play pipe organ, yeah, and it was an educational experience. Let's put it that way. Okay, part 1, first of all. I was really terrible at the pedals. That was the thing that was like the demon that I had to battle. Was always the pedals, and like I have like giant tree trunk legs. Okay. And I'm like, God, this is just not working well, like physically for me. And my legs are actually really short. Like I'm 6'3", and my legs are as long as my girlfriend's, and she's 5'4". Right? I'm like all torso. I'm a freak show body shape. Like, so, but dude, I loved it. It sounded so great. And I practiced on a pipe organ that had MIDI, and a buddy of mine had an M1 rack. This was back in like 1991. And hooking the M1 rack on like the choir sound with the little like tinklies, that like when the choir was singing like and shit, and then you'd wire that up to the pipe organ and run it through the PA, and it was just like this is what music in heaven will sound like, except you'll also have a giant modular system there, and that would be kind of amazing. Who's the guy? I can't think of his name now, and it's really annoying. Part of my brain is trying to visualize this patch a little bit more, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. I need to, I think I need to invert. I need to invert a signal, and I don't have a dedicated inverter. And the other day, I saw a way to make an inverter out of the stuff that I had, and now I can't think of what it is, and that's pissing me off. Anyways, no, there's an artist, and he's, if you haven't heard him, he's really, really good. He's done work with Olafur Arnolds, and I can't think... Nils Fromm. That's the guy. And he built and plays a pipe organ. He built a pipe organ, okay? And it's a touring pipe organ. And his music is really cool. It goes anywhere from like really chill, contemplative stuff, like almost church-like at times, you know, instrumental, to like full-blown synthesizer mayhem. He uses a lot of tape delays and just like a lot of just cool fucking sounds. Juno, you know, old Juno 60s and like electric pianos. He was the one that popularized the una corda piano, the piano that has one string per note. Which is just a lovely, lovely sounding instrument. Okay, let's see if this works. So what I'm going to need to do... Okay. So I'm using the velocity to change the scale. So I need to tweak the velocity levels here to put them at that minor chord. I don't think that's quite it. But that kind of sounds lovely. There it is. There's the minor. Okay, perfect. So I need step 2, 3, 6, and 8. 2, 3, 6, 8. 2, 3, 6, 8. I'm going to reduce those 1 click each. And we'll see if that makes them go major when it plays those chords. So that it's plopping the scale knob like down 1 click. Nope, it didn't do it. 2, 3, 6, 8. 1 more click. Nope. 2, 3, 6, 8. I bet you this one does it. Well, not if it plays a C. God damn it. Spit me out an A flat major. Do it. Nope. 2, 3, 6, 8. I knew this would take a little while. There it is. Hell yes. Found it. Figured it out. Happy times. B flat. Okay. Now, I need to control the amplitude of that. I think I need to run that through a VCA. Maybe I don't. Now, I don't like the attack on it. It's just like, it's obnoxious. So, I'm going to run that through a stereo VCA, and we do not need these long cables for that shit. So, 1 and 2... We'll run it through a VCA, and then we'll give it just a little bit of an envelope. Damn, I think I just ran out of red cables. Mother puss bucket. Let's just use the close envelope right here. Gate like a so. Like a so. So sustain levels all the way up. Release levels, yeah, we'll give it a little bit of release. A little bit slower attack. We don't need decay. Put it in slow mode here. And then I got a little short cable that I can run right to VCA CV input. Bam, there we go. Now we're rolling. Do it. Do it. You're not gonna do it? What are you doing? Why aren't you doing it? Hey. Hey! Oh, I know, because I didn't connect any outputs to the fucking VCA. Sigh. Right, well, I'm out of short red cables. I guess we're gonna have to go with yellow. Oh wait, no, I've got these obnoxious dark red ones that are like maroonish, purplish, weird color. I don't even know what color that is. It's like rotten plum color. Alright, so let's just do the 12 dB filter. Here we go. Got a little boost going on there too. Okay, that was way too fast. That release was insane. Tech time too slow. Yeah, still too slow. Hey, Surrealist. Too slow. Or too fast. Dude, you're supposed to be in slow mode. Get slow! Get slow, you son of a bitch. Ah, that's better. Why don't you just ease out of the way, you know? Look at this. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing polyphonic patching without using the R-bar. Speaking of the R-bar, be right back. I have a rain stick. I have a rain stick and claves. Okay, anyways. Let's turn that off for a second and let's record some shit into the R-bar. Okay. I'm gonna run with a rain stick first. Yeah. I've played claves and woodblock and stuff like that in Cuban music. A lot of fun. I just want there to be a weird little clank thing every once in a while. I have a stupid idea. This will be hilarious. What else do I have here? Oh. Little leaf bell from Ghana. Okay. So I predict this will be interestingly raucous. I really hope I recorded it decently and I don't need, like, a compressor or some shit, because that would be annoying. So I don't have one in here. Who's got room for a compressor in their rack? I know who. Let's think about filtering that later. Let's hear how this sounds as is and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Let's patch into the reverb level input here. Throw a slider there. Uh, 50-50 burst. Length longer. Oh, now we're talking. So as I pan through the playhead all the way from the top here. That's my vape. Claves. Rain stick. What the fuck is that horrible shit? Okay, we need to clear the first buffer. I need to redo the rain stick on that. That's okay, it was a little heavy. Trying not to trip on the cords that are all over my legs. Son of a bitch. Headphone cable. Headphone cable is in my sandal, and I just about wiped out or yanked my entire mixer and interface off of the table. That would have sucked ass through a tube. Okay, I need to re-record number 1. Okay. Wait. And now we put it on the Omega buffer, and we get all of them. Okay, so if we turn up the internal reverb. I think keeping it all reversed might be kind of cool. How about like 2/3? Now these are some strange textures that I can get behind. But of course, it really just needs some sloths. Apathy. Bam. Playback head. Bam! Put that sucker right in the middle. The thing is, I don't want it happening all the time. But there isn't sound through all of the buffers, so maybe that'll be fine. I don't know. What if I pitch shifted everything, too? So we're just building a bed of noise here. Oh, that's fucking cool as hell. That's a clave. Yeah, well, it is right now. So the playback head is going through sloths, so it's just like meandering around and doing weird shit. I wonder if a really slow, slewed random would actually be a better choice for that. We could do that. Like, okay, channel 1, slow, 8-beat, bipolar, random, and smooth. Bam. Let's try that instead of this. Okay. It's really kind of raucous and loud, isn't it? Let's chill on the reverb. I may end up putting this through a filter as well. And then that's the rain stick. I like the low pitch shifting, though. Oh, that's fucking cool. It's playing a G and an A flat. The claves. That's awesome. Okay, let's slow it down even more then. Let's put it on 16 beats. Actually, let's just give it a slower clock, because it actually has a clock on right now. It's like 80 BPM. We could put it at like 40. Partially, it's relative pitch. I have relative pitch, so that means once I have a reference note, I'm fucking dead on. But the problem is, since I've been working with analog synths, that's like out the window. Because, you know, the possibilities are so much bigger here. Like, you don't have a reference, so I bust out my tuner on my phone sometimes to make sure. About some delay on this. I don't want this to be too common. You know, it should be, like, occasional. So let's filter it. Let's definitely filter it. Let's run this through, I don't know. Probably the supercritical, the neutron filter here. It's kind of my standard thing for the R-bar. Those two seem to be best pals, and it's just for no particular reason other than convenience, and it's a stereo filter, and yada. So I do have the Ikeri also, but that always tends to be a little angry. There we go. Okay, that being the case, we really don't have to have much at all of the internal reverb on this thing, because it's going to get filtered out. You're not going to hear it, so... yeah. Now, that, I believe, would call for a sloths into the FM of this guy, so that it wells up every once in a while. Let's see what we got here so far. Let's turn the jitter all the way up, which can turn the rate down. This is like slow, low form, you know, or a slow form ambient weirdness here. Things need to be tweaked as per the norm. I had the chance probability pretty high on this thing. Let's do that as well. Okay, and I also wanted to run another Sloths channel, probably the faster one, into the root control of the 4MS oscillator. So now it's going to shift up inversions through those chords as it goes. So again, another level of probability and randomness going on. Hmm. Okay. So my thought was also, let's put arpeggio mode on 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to give this thing three separate pulses from the Turing machine. Okay. We could actually randomize these even more. That might be kind of neat. All right. Yeah, we are entering cable hell here. Spaghetti of the gods. That's got a, there's a certain harshness to that sound. Might be the reverb tone, to be honest. But I don't really like it. That was weird. That sound kind of surprised me a little bit. Probabilities on these things need to be switched a little bit, because like the bass is like not, it's just not playing a lot. So maybe what I do is decrease the probability on a couple of the notes, so like the C is more likely to play, that kind of thing. I've done that before. That works well. Okay. Oh, I just heard a G major chord just break the surface and then go away. Where are my nice chords anyways? Are they just stuck in the sequencer? I bet you they are. Yeah, they are. Okay. I was working on a patch part here. On a thing. Suddenly it's loud! Oh shit! Clearly that's too loud. That is just a terrible sound. There we go. That is some distortion going in there. We don't want that. Sizzly. It's really not clocked. The only thing that's vaguely clocked is marbles, and it's just internal. Well, I guess the Maestro's clocked, but it's so slow. It's at 40 BPM. So it's basically unclocked. Everything here is just kind of doing its thing. Okay, you settle the fuck down. This needs a little bit of a different control here. This needs some VCA action. Let's throw this through the other two channels of quad VCA. Give it some volume control, and then we'll give the filter a little bit of a different treatment. Give it some... There we go. That's more like it. Amp envelope is too freaking... Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Up an octave. I hope. Okay, I mean, that's cool. Channel 3 of the Sloths. There. That should kind of help the kind of overall levels of this thing here. In fact, actually, let's turn down the CV a little bit. Turn up the general level here. That way, it's not as abrupt and obnoxious. It just kind of fades in, goes away. One of these days. Come on, do it. Do it. Play. You son of a bitch. That might be too common. That's what I'm looking for. Just like slow resonance sweeps. occasional. I think I will keep this in the 1, 2, 4, 7 slot here. Sure chance it's right in the middle. Okay. All right. Oh, there's two things that we can do still. One is maybe a little bit of radio music, strange voices, wafting in and out of the frame. Always entertaining. And the other would be probably just like another mono patch of some sort. Maybe like channel 4 here. And maybe just a straight output from the Turing machine. We'll take the pulse out and we'll go to an envelope here, like so. This guy goes to where? I don't know. I don't know, but you must go through the maze to get there. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We need the biggin. We need the biggest un to go all the way up there. And then go here to guess we'll go here. No. No, actually that's fine. Input 1, like so. It's getting deep here. Shit is getting deep. $12 dB low pass, and then all it's going to play is a C and a G. those sound better. Alright, and then some radio music here. Some spooky voices. Except I'm out of filters. It's really unfortunate. I have 7 filters in here. How am I out of filters? Six filters. Yeah. Well, plus the low pass gate. I guess I was kind of including that mentally. Could use the low pass gate, actually. I mean, that would be a possibility. And then we can give it, like, another slow, random, smooth envelope. I don't know if I want to do that, though. That means that the voices are going to pop up and be, like, ultra obnoxious every once in a while. How can we do this and make it occasionally spit out a gate? Logic. We could logic that shit. So let's take the center, T2 output from marbles, and we're gonna put this in an AND gate with I guess one of the pulses from the Turing machine? I mean, that would work. And they're not clocked together, so the chances of them firing together are pretty fucking slim, actually, which might be actually kind of perfect here. And then they'll fire off an envelope, and that envelope I'm going to put into the low-pass gate. CV in. Like so. And then the output of that sucker in my final mixer channel. Got no more mixer channels left, so let's see what we got here. What kind of mayhem is going on in here? Okay. Let me turn everything off and tune this up a little bit. Make sure that this is working right. It's on VCF mode. This is going to be like crushingly loud, isn't it? Now we have to wait for the thing to fire. So, you know, let's plug it into the quick here. Nothing? Hello? Nothing? Nothing. You're doing nothing. It's plugged in, right? Is everything good? It's to inputs. What's to here? CV in. Okay. Should be working. Nothing. Absolute nothing. Do I have to trigger it also? That'd be stupid. No lights on it, so it's hard to tell. Oh, let's just send it a quick trigger signal here. 3. Yeah. Dude, you should be getting... Throw a trigger in there. Yeah, there's like nothing. What the fuck? Ought to be working. Oh, it's a shitty cable. Or it's this mixer channel. I've had problems with this before. Let's see if the cable has something to do with it. Okay. No more panicking. It's the goddamn mixer channel. Fucker. You gotta be kidding me.
Very nice. It's all white on the back, ladies and gentlemen, so the game will go on today without Code 2 rules. You know what
I
that means,
suppose
Larry?
that's what it means. Well, the clock is getting pretty close.
Kids are going to be able to watch this one today.
9:01.
Okay.
Oh, the kids are out there in force now. The Exposition Park is full of them.
There's Major Hortobagie's little black eagles.
That's right. They're
400
wonderful.
perfectly trained 7-year-olds, by the way. All of Hungarian background.
Ah, look at that. Here comes the dog corps. Isn't that wonderful? The canine
listen.
patrol is
Dog
coming
upon
in.
What
dog
in the
upon dog
God's
upon
name
dog.
is
If I
happening?
may interrupt here for a minute, that's
You
from
may.
the Dog and Dentist Council of East Los Angeles. These dogs, and all of them have appeared in the films.
Well, that's just fine. I see the orchestra's on the other end of the field now.
Oh, look.
Here come the mules.
Here come the La Cucaracha Mule Corps.
That's right.
Okay.
And here comes their spiritual leader, Darlene. Darlene, ladies and gentlemen.
That did it. That did a thing.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, let me ask you this. Well, let me ask you this.
What?
Okay, so let's fire it all up together. What I really should do is use see, all of my filters that I have right now are using like multiple modulations going into them. Can't really do that with that low pass gate. And it's just a low pass gate. It's not really a filter the same way. It doesn't work the same way. But hopefully every once in a while, like that, it'll just spit out some random vocal blob of weird. I do have Jim Morrison voices, yeah. Gotta find them. That fucking guy.
Ralph?
Who's writing the
Wait, is that it? That might be it. I think I just got it. There's a couple of
original blues, if there's such a thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's playing. So the sound was. I thought. Well, I could. Film project. The lyrics are original.
Okay, let's fire a
Who's writing the music? Or are you picking out? No.
let's throw a random modulation into the station here. So it'll be like 2 slow, bipolar, random, not smooth. Quarter note?
We may do a few old ones. Who's writing the music? Or are you picking out? No,
4 beats, so every 4 beats basically.
no one enjoys the big places anymore. I guess that's what I've always really wanted to do.
Yeah, and then it just goes away.
I mean, all the lyrics are working films. And who's writing the music? Or are you picking out? No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly like to film with my own. You haven't written? Well, it's all in my head. But I do, you know, I have a film that I made, which hasn't been seen very much. Maybe you ought to see it sometime, every now and then, just to have fun.
So here's the whole thing.
We may do a few old ones. You You know, like,
heard about it, dude. That was included. Was it included in that festival of films of yours up in Canada?
right.
How did it go?
We may use a few old ones, but we're mainly
Who's writing the music? Are you picking up
no, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. I mean, we may do yes.
Yeah, that sounds like Twin Peaks music right there.
That's literally it right Who's writing the music? Are you picking up
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly is there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. I mean, we may do a few old ones. No, we may use there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. I mean, we may do a
Who's writing the music? Are you picking up?
That's what I've always really wanted to do. No one enjoys the big places anymore.
Who's writing the music? Are you picking up?
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly playing the jazz on it. The two of them, Robbie and John, a couple of years ago, working films. And I'd like to write and direct a film.
Who's writing the music? Are you picking up?
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly see, it's called Highway, HWY.
You know, I heard about it. That was included in that festival of films of yours up in
It was for now defunct music. I think I've heard that Robbie would like to do original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a books release, so I think we'll do doing original. It was a benefit to try and keep them going. Very enthusiastically received.
Who's writing music? Are you picking out
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few old ones.
Who's writing music? Are you picking out
No, we wrote it. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few old ones.
who's writing music? Are you picking out
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly to personalities rather than film. Because it was a film. If there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few old ones. The San Francisco Film Festival. Doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrical. It's a fiction film. I acted in it. Made it with some friends of mine. Each guy in the band has certain projects that they're going to do more independent. I don't think it has much commercial appeal. I would like people to see it, but it's more of an exercise for me, kind of doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do it. Doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrical.
who's writing music?
I guess that's what I've always really wanted. Original blues. No, we may use a few. No, we may use a few old ones, No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues. We may do a few of those.
Who's writing the Who's writing music
Basically, he likes jazz. But it's a 50-minute film. It's a few elements.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out your
Doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few elements.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking
No, it's a
something else?
fiction thing. I act in it. We're mainly doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few elements.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues. People to see it. It was more of an exercise for me, kind of a warm-up for something bigger. The lyrics are doing original blues. Few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues. I guess that's what I've always really wanted to do, even more than for such a thing. I mean, all the doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few of those.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out your
Right.
How do you know?
It was for. No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few old ones.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out your
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly the reports I got back was that Highway was very Originally, we may do a few old ones.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out
No,
numbers?
we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few old ones.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out
No, we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out
No,
numbers?
we may use a few old ones, but we're mainly we may do a few old ones.
Who's writing music? Or are you picking out
Predominantly guitar thing, but of course this is shuffle.
I guess that's
What I've always really wanted. Basically, he likes jazz. I would suspect doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. Being in a band is working films. We may do a I'd like to write and direct a film of my own.
you haven't written.
Doing original blues, if there's such a thing. I mean, all the lyrics are original. We may do a few old ones.
So yeah, this thing turned out pretty okay.
No, we may use a few old ones, but
I like the polyphonic stuff, the chords and things. I've got two sets of polyphonic like chords going on, and kind of interesting. I need to play with that ensemble oscillator more, and you know, check out the different scales. There's a bunch of stuff in there, different scales and intervals and things like that that you can play with. So, anyways, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you soon. Probably, I don't know. I'm hoping Monday. I want to get the Modular Mondays going again.